Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. There's another treasure vault this weekend, so for the players that are new to the game or newer subscribers, this is really important to do these events because it is by far and away your best chance to get really good loot from the game. But there is a method you need to follow to ensure you get the most out of it. You need a really fast team, and I'll show you some really fast teams, and you do need to do things in the correct order. Right, we'll go to the treasure vault part. The gnome vault is where you'll see how many vault keys you've collected. I haven't really done anything yet, so that's why I've only got 3 of them. But you do that bit last. You'll do that when the event is ended. So wait for this weekend to pass and then start using all the keys you've collected, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever. The rewards aren't going to change, but you're much better off collecting the keys during the event and making sure you get the most out of those first. As you go along, you'll collect verses. Random gnomes are going to come crashing into your games. You'll typically want to do a low level explore to get the most out of this, to get through the most battles possible. And you'll gain verses. Once you've gained 1, 2, 3 and 4, so verse 1, 2, 3 and 4, you will earn a thing called a Gnome, which is there. And once that basically says 4, that means I can do 4 Gnome. And as soon as you craft that, a 15-minute timer will start. And it starts absolutely immediately, so don't press that until you're absolutely ready to go and you've got your team ready to use, because you want to make the most of that 15 minutes. Make sure you can't be disturbed, get a cup of tea or your favourite brew and a couple of biscuits by your side, and just go for it for 15 minutes. Get as many battles as you can in, and you'll gain a load more keys, as well as killing a load more gnomes, which does count towards your gnome kill rate, which means you earn even more keys. Right, so let's show you the teams you're going to want to be using for something like this, or something very similar anyway. Right, if you're lucky enough to have 2 times Iron Hawks, this is actually the fastest team in the game, and there are some variants on it, but essential are 2 Iron Hawks. You can have 2 Greeds or 2 Sister Superiors, it doesn't make any difference. The important thing is that they start with full mana and gain an extra turn, which both Sister Superior and Greed do. And the reason why this works is Iron Hawk has a really good third trait, deal 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. So we've got 2 of these, so we'll be doing 10 damage every time we cast a spell. So we cast Greed, that's 10 damage to all, cast Sister Superior, that's another 10 damage to all. Like I say, you can put another Greed in there if you want, or 2 Sister Superiors. If you're a newer player, Greed is probably better because you do get gold every time you cast, and all that gold does add up. So the way this will work is just literally start the game and cast those 2. What's important to remember in this is you're not going to get any hero XP towards any class. There's no hero in this team. You will get wins towards the kingdom weapon. So you get every single kingdom there's a weapon which you can obtain after 250 wins, and you will get wins towards that, but you're not going to gain any hero XP, so you're not going to gain any points towards your champion talents. That is one important thing to remember about this team. But I'll just show this working ever so quickly then. Importantly, there's 3 kingdoms you want to be focusing on. There's Wild Plains, Sinner Mirage and Bright Forest. The reason why you want to focus on these 3 kingdoms is because they're all low level kingdoms, but more importantly, there's nothing in the way here which is going to slow you down. There's none of the troops in here are going to randomly get barrier or summon or be submerged. Anything like that. This is really straightforward kingdoms. So the best way to do it is do a level 1 explore. We'll select that. We'll select the team. Fire it up. And I'll just show literally like a couple of battles for each one. It's really simple. For this one you just cast one, cast the other, and we win. It is literally that simple with 2 Iron Hawks. I'll show the other teams in a second, because obviously not everyone's going to have 2 Iron Hawks. Just show it one more time, because there's no need to show it anymore after that, because it is literally that straightforward. Doesn't matter which order you cast them in, and you win that quickly. If you do the Gnome and you have these, this also works during the Gnome, literally in the same speed. So this is a really good way of getting a whole ton of quick and easy wins. To show a different team now. If you've only got 1 Iron Hawk, this is another really good way to go about this. Iron Hawk, only 1, you can see, going to only deal 5 damage now to all enemies, but Dust Devil, his spell is to deal 5 damage to all enemies. So basically, you're still going to get the 5 damage to all enemies from Iron Hawk's third trait, but you're going to get the 5 damage when you cast each of these as well. So basically, the effect is the same. It just takes a round longer. You have to cast Dust Devil, wait for the AI to have its turn, then you cast Dust Devil again, and that's it. We win. Regarding the hero weapon, there is an advantage to this as opposed to the other team, is we do have a hero weapon here, but it can be literally anything you want because it doesn't get used. And the reason why it's handy to have this is because you still get class XP. So anything you've not got to level 100 yet, like I haven't got Corsair to 100 yet, I've got that on a lower level. What's it on? I've only got it on level 47 right now. So that's why I've got this in here, because I can actually gain class XP towards Corsair at the same time. Right, to show how this works then, just quickly. It's not quite as fast as the other team, because obviously you have to wait for the AI to have their turn, and they will randomly sometimes have an extra turn as well. They're going to take that blue at the bottom now, I didn't bother. But then we cast it a second time and we win. Super straightforward. Another team here is, I was going to say is there a variant on that, but I don't think there really is. That's the best way to go about that one. This is another really easy, quick team if you don't have any of those troops. Like if you don't have Ironhawk, for example, this is another really quick, easy team. For this team, we'll put Rowan at the top just for effect. It's all about Rowan, Leprechaun, and the Mirage Queen. The Mirage Queen gives all elemental allies a 50% start in mana. Rowan is a elemental, so she's going to get 6 out of her required 12 mana immediately. Leprechaun starts fully charged and will cast his spell and explode a load of green gems, which should charge up Rowan in a single go. Don't really need to change her around then. I don't actually know why I did that. But again, you can have a hero weapon, so change something you need to get to level 100, but you're not going to need it on this. It's going to happen really quickly. On the banners, I've gone for +2 green, +1 brown, -1 red mushroom banner. I know Mirage Queen uses red, but it doesn't actually matter. She's not actually going to be casting. It's going to be over really, really quickly. I'll cast Leprechaun, cast Rowan. And that is how quick and easy that team is. That is the team that I use as well when I collect the vault keys. When I go into the actual part where you gain the vault keys themselves. Like I say, that's the main part. You want to do as many of those as you can fit in. Just over the weekend, do loads of those easy explore battles. Then what you want to do now and again, and before the event ends, is go into your games, go into the Soul Forge, across to other, then go down to your Gnomapaloozas and see how many you've got. They will increase because you'll randomly pick up verses from different gnomes that come crashing in during the game, and you'll gain more of those Gnomapaloozas. You want to make sure you do all of these before the event ends as well, because you will gain more gnomes and more keys as you go along. And like I say, each one takes 15 minutes. So have your team ready and cane out those Gnomapaloozas. And once they've finished, you just go into the game section again, over to Gnome Vault. This is after the event's ended, and gain all your keys once the event is ended. But you want to make sure, actually I'll show something quickly, you use a high level team for this. Whichever team you use for Explore level 12 is the kind of team you want to use for this, because you want to do it on hard if you can. You get more rewards the further you go down, and the easier it gets, the less rewards you get. It's best to do it on hard. And the team for this, I personally use this one. So I would put this back into Titan class, and the reason I would use Titan class is we get a 50% start on the hero. So now we get a 50% start on this weapon, and this weapon gives an ally a bunch of armor boosted by all enemy attack, then enrages and barriers them. And that will go onto Rowan, because her attack will then be increased, or the damage she does, because her armor has gone up thanks to the cast of the Shield of Askaya. And the theory is exactly the same. We cast Leprechaun to charge up the team, we cast Rowan, and it doesn't take long to kill the team, the opposition team. Some people like to swap out the Mirage Queen for Harpy Mage in a team like this. You can do that. That works pretty much just as well. So it's whatever you actually prefer. So I'll just do a game with this as well. It's basically going to need either one cast of shield onto Rowan or two casts of Rowan and the shield. So I'll show you what I mean. It's much easier to do it. Like they've both got to charge up at the same time, so may as well get that anyway. So we've cast the shield onto Rowan. That's now put her armor up to 212. So now the boost is 424 on the right hand side. Look, it says boost plus 424. So her base damage of 41 scatter damage is now boosted by 424. And the reason why this works so well on harder levels is because her damage, the shield boost is by increased by all enemy attack. So basically the higher the attack on your enemy, the higher the boost is. So that makes Rowan even more dangerous. So we cast Rowan once, and they're near death already. We've only got to charge her for a second time. We can cast Leprechaun now, actually. Could have done it just then. And it's over. So a pretty quick team, and you can even look out for green matches to 4 matches using the Mirage Queen as well. And that makes it nice and quick and easy as well. We gained a Vault Key there at the same time. So that's the best way to do it. Low-level explorers on a really fast team to collect your keys and your Gnome-Paloozas. Once you've got your Gnome-Paloozas, again, pick your fastest possible team and just make sure you've got a spare 15 minutes for that where you're not going to be disturbed. Then once the event's ended, go into your games across the Gnome Vault and just collect all your keys. There's a video. There's a little reminder about the awesome Gnome Vault which is up for this weekend. And catch you again next time. Bye for now.